Good morning and welcome back to Alternative Smallholding. I'm Jazz and we are at our plot today. And look. I'm child free. I have some child free time. It's beautiful. When I get me time, I absolutely spend it playing in the mud. Because I'm eternally a child. But work needs to be done. Beardy Dude and Roo have gone off to the park and they've gone to see my mom and get some work done on the car. So I've come up here and I have some time to myself, and I've got a list of things that I want to do, but I'm going to prioritise moving the herb bed and getting that area raked out and doing some general tidying around so that I can figure out where things are going better. Because at the moment it's such a mess. But that's the kind of point of today. Trying to find out where everything's going to go properly.
This weed membrane here was where the strawberry bed extended last year. You can see it's got holes in it. You see? But the strawberry bed is going to end about here. So this has been bugging me and I keep tripping over it. So I'm actually going to get it cut off today. If I cut down the centre here, then I can leave those 3 holes there and plant something in.
Finally, no more tripping over the weed membrane. Took 2 seconds. I don't know why it's taken me so long to do it, but it's done. After a week of lovely mild weather, the ground has dried out enough for it to not be too sticky. So I'm going to move these herbs now over to their new bed over there, and then I'm going to start raking out all of this area because this is really undulating from where they had potatoes last year. So I want to get this sorted, and then I can figure out what ground prep I need to do to make sure that what's going in here next year has the best stuff. Look at this beauty. This is our woad. So we are going to use this for home ed for dyeing, and it is coming back great guns. It looks beautiful. You see all the new shoots inside? In there. It looks lovely. I'm really pleased with that. And this tansy is also coming back nicely, and might be able to save some seed from this actually, but these have lovely yellow bright flowers and you can also use these for dyeing. I like having plants that are beneficial for the environment and for insects, but we can also have fun with too. It's not all about edible plants, it's about education as well. So there we go, bed transplanted for now. I found a couple of roots from the couch grass that we dug out, but nothing like I thought there would be. So we've got St. John's wort here, our rosemary, centuria or knapweed, which is a flower, but it's a great pollinating flower. Our tansy, this is horehound. The thyme is coming back to life after we removed it from our garden because of the chickens. Some more centuria, our woad for dyeing, lavender, wormwood, feverfew, and this one, can you just see these little purple sprouts coming out? This is soapwort. What we're hoping to do is to make some of our own like laundry soap and that this year with this. Last year it didn't grow very much, it was planted quite late and we had the drought, but hopefully this year. And what I've done with it all is I've planted everything at the same level as they were in the other bed, so exactly the same soil level for each plant, and hopefully they will get on just fine. Now I want to say something. I'm going to water these in because we've not got any rain coming for the next week or so. In fact, it says it's going up to 16 degrees in February. So what I want to say is don't be fooled by weather. It's a trick. We will get another frost, or 10. But while I'm here, I wanted to show you something. This little knife, I had a couple of people comment. It is an offler knife, and this is the little one that has the little retractable blade that you can just keep safely. And that's what we use to take around with us. I'm going to find a link to them. I'll post it below. But really good little knives. I'm going to put it back in my bag because you can guarantee. Give me 2 minutes and I'll have lost it. Right. Had a little drink. Let's go and get some more work done.
The next job on the list is to get all of this cleared and then raked over so it's all level. These are the A-frames that I made from the big plot. We use these with nettings at the side or chicken wire to grow our peas up, or cucumbers and mini squashes. They do a great job. And then in between I plant things like radishes and lettuce. It's a great way to do some vertical gardening and make good use of the space at the same time. I'm going to take up this cardboard and put it on the compost heap. There's no real use here now.
It's Sunday afternoon. It's a glorious day. It's warm and there's no one here. No one. Which is great because it means I can make my videos without feeling like feeling rather silly. But I wanted to show you something. Look at this. It has a new tool. I got this from a local garden centre a couple of weeks ago. Looks rather ominous, doesn't it? But this was £1.29 and it's a hoe for taking out little weeds by hand. But it was £1.29. But the catch is, it's a left-handed hoe and I'm right-handed. For £1.29, I'm going to give it a go anyway. So down here, I've got just some annual weeds and a little bit of tufts of grass. So I thought I'd give this a go. I don't know how awkward it's going to be, but oh, that works fine. I can use that. New tool for left-handed people. I'm right-handed, doesn't matter, still does the job. It's really quite glary today, sorry if I'm squinting. It just feels really bright. I found a better way of using it, look at this. Instead of digging in with the point, just slice. Done. I love this. £1.29, reduced in a garden centre. Bargain. Super sharp, super useful. I think this is my new favourite toy. This is the broad bean bed. New toy. Look. It's so easy. So easy. This broad bean's going to need replacing. I'm glad that I've sown those extra ones I did in my February seeds to sow video. You not seeing it? Check it out. I forgot to say, if you wanted to know what this nifty little tool was, I'm going to put a link to it in the description below. I think it's fantastic. It doesn't matter that it's a left-handed tool, it works great. So I'm going to put a link to this in the description down below. Now, I'm sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. As I put up in our community post, if you've seen it, we had a fantastic day and we were just so exhausted I didn't get around to editing. But yesterday we went on what we call a food adventure. And I'm hoping to have that video edited and up at some point in the week. The video didn't go quite as planned because I didn't get to film everywhere that I wanted to film. But I'm hoping that you'll find it interesting. It's a new adventure for us and we're looking forward to sharing it with you. But we've not put in a video up yesterday. It also meant that we didn't do a Saturday shout out. So I'm going to do a Sunday shout out instead. And I'm only going to nominate one channel today and I wanted you to give her all of your attention. This is for one of our lovely, lovely viewers and she has been so generous and she's so lovely. She comments on all of our posts and we absolutely adore her and I just want to share some love for her. So this is Tracy Livingstone. Tracy, I know you're going to see this and I'm sorry if I'm telling like thousands of people about your new little channel, but Tracy started a channel and it's fantastic. She's got a gorgeous garden, great space, great plans, and if you go over for one thing only, you need to listen out for her cat names because they're amazing. Such imagination. So all I'm asking is that you go over there, have a look, say hi and check out our friend Tracy Livingstone because Tracy, we love you. We do.
getting to that time now just before spring. I keep turning around and looking at the plot whilst I'm talking to you, I'm sorry for that. But it's that time when, I don't know, do you do this too, where you just stand and stare at the ground, at your garden, at your plot, or your veg beds, or anything, and you just try and envision what it's going to look like? I keep going out in the morning in the garden and just standing staring at the veg beds and thinking, this is going to be great. But we've got some projects coming up that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you around planting specifically to save seed. We've got our potato experiments, and you know how much we love our potato reveals. If you haven't checked out our potato reveals, by the way, check out, we've got a specific playlist for it, and this year we're going to share how we do our potatoes more with you, because we haven't really done that in the past. We've just got so much that we want to do, and I just seem to find myself standing there staring, looking at the garden, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and I can't wait. But I'm not going to be fooled by this mild weather. Although it's nice to get some work done, I really don't want to be planting anything out or doing anything that might be at risk of frost. So but soon, today's the 17th of February, and I think at some point in a past video I said to you that 17th of February was the date that I had in my calendar for us to sow all our tomatoes. But at the moment we've still got some of the peppers and the propagator that haven't quite got to the point where they need to be potted on. So I'm going to leave it another week. So hopefully next weekend we'll be sowing our like hundreds of tomatoes, so I'll be able to share that with you. And also I want to do my seed video finally to show you some of the different varieties that we're trying this year, which I didn't get to do before when a lot of other people were, because we were still waiting to order some seeds. But they arrived yesterday, and I'm really excited to share with you our plans for this plot and for our garden. And we're also going to try and do a lot more around container gardening and making use of vertical spaces as well. Even if it's just a wall where you think I can't do anything with that, we're going to challenge ourselves to do things that might help you guys grow if you've got a small space. So there we go, that is, this here was the herb bed. That was the bit that was covered in cardboard but was really undulating because of the potato beds last year. And finally, it's one big bed. But we're going to break this up into 3, and the pathways, hopefully, will get covered in that free wood chip that we will be getting. That was a bit of work. A bit out of puff now. To bring the tape measure with me to measure how wide these beds are. So I'm literally just going to use a piece of bamboo to measure from there and then do the same here. By some magic trick, without a tape measure, all 3 beds are now exactly the same size, with a foot wide path in between. So now, what was the herb bed and just a mess is now 3 very specific beds, and these paths will continue directly across, continue up there, so we'll have 3 beds here and 3 beds there. One that's already taken up by the onions, but that's progress. One thing I have just noticed is this path is really wide, and then when you look at the path ahead of us where the weed membrane is, just there, we've probably got another foot that I can take as bed space. So the Beardy Dude has been, and he's just gone off to get some materials to cover this bed, because apparently we don't have any cardboard left and we don't have any good decent tarp up here either. But what I have done is I've extended these 3 beds that I've just made so that the path is consistent with the path in the beds in front of it. So there we go, the path continues now all the way up here. Hello.
Hello.
Still child free. Nanny's looking after Roo. We are just going to cover over this bed here
with the bit of cardboard that we've got left and some of this plastic if we need to. But for now, the battery is flashing, so thank you for watching. This has been Jazz, and very briefly the Beardy Dude at Alternative Smallholding, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and blah 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 blah, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye. Remember, last point of the day, don't be fooled by the mild weather. Don't get putting things outside that are frost tender. Wait, because I guarantee we will get more frost. It's a trick.